Hi guys, it's Carmen. So pretty much the point of this video is just going to be me ranting and just getting some stuff off my chest that's been like kinda annoying me just in general, and it's probably going to offend people, and it's not really made to offend anybody. It's just my personal opinions and my views on pregnancy, and like either you're gonna love it or hate it kind of thing. I have a few topics that I kind of want to touch base on. So if you are easily offended, you might want to click away, but if you want to know how I feel about things, then keep watching, I guess. Um Basically in this video I want to talk about things that bother me that pregnant people do and say, and it's just really annoying to me, and people, it's always kind of annoyed me, but I was like, well, I'm not in the situation, I'm not pregnant, so I can't really say anything about it kind of thing. But now that I'm almost 39 weeks pregnant, so I feel like now's a better time than any to state my opinions, because I still feel the same way, pregnant or not. So the first thing is weight gain. It drives me crazy when people are like, "Oh my god, I'm so fat. I hate this. Like I just want my body back," and like stuff like that. Like, yeah, I know it's a big change, but I'm going to mention this probably a few times. If you decide that you are going to have a baby, if you try to have a baby, or even if you have like, if you get pregnant not on purpose kind of thing and you decide to keep your baby, either one, it's your choice that you're going to have a baby. And there's a lot of things that come along with pregnancy that are obviously going to be there. There's some things that I know that I've experienced that I didn't really realize was a part of pregnancy and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, there's some things that are obviously going to happen to your body and obviously you're going to go through. And I just don't understand why people complain about them. And weight gain is one of the biggest things. And people get so mad and they're like, I'm so big and I just feel like huge and fat and stuff. I'm like, you're not fat. You're pregnant. There is a difference. And did you honestly expect to not gain weight when you're growing a human inside of your body? I know a lot of people, when I say that, they get really offended, and I don't understand why you would expect not to gain weight. Like, I know some people gain like a huge amount of weight and some people don't gain very much, but when you decide that you're going to have a baby, I feel like you should kind of expect the worst, so then you won't be disappointed in the end with the results. Like, I know that I haven't gained very much weight, but I I expected that I was going to. Like, I thought I was going to be a lot bigger than I am at this point, and if I was, I still wouldn't be complaining about it because it's all part of the process. Um, Stretch marks. I've been saying that I wanted to make a video dedicated on this, but I just thought it would fit in right here. Um, Stretch marks are another one of those things. It's something like some people get them, some people don't, but I think it's really immature for you to get pregnant and not expect it. Like, you I know there's like a lot of stuff out there that can help prevent them and stuff, but when it all comes down to it, sometimes that doesn't work for people and sometimes it does. People get stretch marks when they're pregnant. It's just part of it, and Your body isn't ruined because you have stretch marks. I feel like, again, I don't have a lot of stretch marks that are visible, but I do have them, and it's one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, that kind of sucks, but I expected it. Like, and even if it was worse, like if I had more than I have now, it's one of those things. It's part of it, and if you want to have a baby, you're gonna have to deal with potentially having stretch marks. Uh, it. I feel like even if you don't lose your weight after you're pregnant, and even if you still have a ton of stretch marks and everything like that, like, your baby to you should be worth it. Like, you being pregnant is pretty much you deciding that you're going to give your body up to another person. And that person has control over everything. And when it comes down to it, your baby didn't ask to be born. Your baby didn't ask for your body to change and stuff, but your body is going to change. And it's your decision whether or not you're going to have that baby. And when it comes down to it, if you get stretch marks and if you gain weight and this, that, and the other thing, it's falling back on you, basically. Like, it was your decision and you have to live with it. And I just hate it when women complain about it, because it's like it was their decision to have the baby in the first place. And even when, I don't know, like, I just feel like your baby should be worth it, and you should be proud of yourself for actually going through with your pregnancy. It's not easy. Like, a lot of people think that because I don't complain about everything, that it's easier for me than it is for everybody else. I have been pretty lucky in my pregnancy, but even if it was worse, I would still, like, I just try to see the good in things instead of all the negatives and everything. My next point would be morning sickness. This is a touchy one, kind of, in my opinion. I had a lot of morning sickness, and I know how bad it is. Like, I know how you feel, and at the same time, like, I might have said some stuff here and there, but I didn't really complain that much about it. I personally felt like me being sick, like, I had a miscarriage before I got pregnant with this baby, and I felt like every time I got sick, it was like, oh my god, I feel like crap. But I wouldn't be getting sick if if there was something wrong, kind of thing. Like, my hormone levels are obviously still all messed up, or else I wouldn't be getting sick. So instead of seeing the negative of, like, I feel like crap all the time, 24/7, and every time I eat I'm getting sick, I decided to look at it as, okay, my baby's still in there, he's still healthy, and everything seems to be going well. After my morning sickness stopped, like, I felt a little bit more worried, just because I didn't have that constantly there to remind me until I start feeling like a lot of kicks and stuff like that. So that's how I feel about that. Like, and the next point would be heat. Again, if you get pregnant and you decide to have a baby or be pregnant through the summer, you're gonna be hot. And I find that on really, really, really hot days, people are like, oh my god, it's so hot out. And then pregnant women are like, well, how do you think I feel? I'm pregnant and I'm hot. It's like, okay. Everybody is hot. Nobody cares if you're pregnant or not. It's just one of those things. And I made a Facebook status about this one day because everyone was like, that I know that has like anything, I don't know, that's pregnant. Or I follow this group too where people can post like questions and comments and stuff, and everyone was like, oh, nobody has any consideration for pregnant people in this heat and stuff like that. But why would they feel bad for you when they're in the same situation? Personally, the summertime, like, it's been like days where it's been like 40 plus degrees Celsius here, and it's really hot. And I feel like I'm hotter than I usually would be at this temperature, but it doesn't mean that I'm hotter than somebody who's not pregnant. Everybody has a different body temperature. I know that with me and Nathan, a lot of the time, he's like dying of heat when I'm cold. So when I'm dying of heat, I know he's probably feeling about the same as I am. And I'm not going to tell him, oh, like, I'm not going to try and, like, put myself ahead of him. Like, oh, yeah, you're not hot because I am. And I know that people aren't saying that directly, but for you to just be like, well, how do you think I feel? It's like, the same. It's like, you're hot, I'm hot, get over it. And I made a status saying that it bothers me when pregnant people think that their life is so much worse than everyone else's just because it's hot outside. And a lot of pregnant people and recent moms and stuff, or people who have had their babies in the summertime or just after the summer, kind of came down on me about it. But I was thinking, at this point, I think I was like 36 weeks pregnant or something like that. So I was like, I'm fully pregnant right now, and I'm living with it just like everybody else is, and life goes on. And on the group that I'm part of, I saw a post saying how somebody said that their family was inconsiderate of them because they were supposed to be kept in temperatures between 22 and 24 degrees, and their house was at 26 degrees or something like that. It was like 2 degrees more. And they were like, my family's so inconsiderate and stuff. And I commented, I was like, well, maybe you're being inconsiderate of them. Maybe they're cold. Like, and I'm sure 2 degrees isn't going to kill you. And it's a lot hotter in a lot of other places than 26 degrees. So just calm down. I know this video is kind of getting a little bit long, but I just have 2 more points that I wanted to bring up in this one. There's probably other things that bother me too, but I might make a part 2 kind of thing. I don't know. And if there's anything that bothers you, you can leave it in the comments too. The next thing I'm going to say is, it bothers me when people that are pregnant are like, I'm going to be a good mom, I'm going to be a good mom, and they're going on about it all the time. Or they are like a new mother or something, and they're constantly saying, oh, I'm a good mother. I just feel like if you are a good mother, or if you're going to be a good mother, why do you need to justify it? Yeah, there's a lot of the time people like will trash talk people, like teen moms and stuff. Yeah, I understand that people are trash talking you and you could be a good mother, but you shouldn't have to prove that to the world. If I feel like the only person that I have to prove myself to is my child. If my child thinks that I'm a good mother, then I don't care what anyone else thinks. Like, my parenting skills shouldn't affect other people, and I shouldn't have to constantly remind people that I'm a good mother. If I am a good mother, then that's my business. And if people are trying to say that I'm not a good mother and bring me down, why does it matter if I know I am? Kind of thing. And I don't know, like, I can see where it would hurt people if people are constantly bashing on them, but you don't need to prove it to them. You need to prove it to your child. And when it comes down to it, if your child thinks you're a good mother and if you're doing your best and you're providing what they need, then who cares what anyone else thinks? And the last thing that I don't like is the fact that when I say stuff like any of the things that I've said in this video, people they get mad at me for bragging about having an easy pregnancy. If you've watched my vlogs, it might sound a little bit like my weekly vlogs. I might sound like I complain about some things sometimes, but I'm pretty much just trying to talk about my symptoms and stuff like that I've had in the week. I'm not trying to complain about them, kind of thing, because, like I said, it's part of pregnancy. I expected it. It's just one of those things that happens. I am just trying to inform other people of, like, stuff that they might expect and, like, let them know that they're not alone. And yeah, but so in my vlogs, I sometimes do kind of seem like I might be complaining a bit, but when I'm just out in public talking to people or on my Facebook and stuff, I try not to post a lot of negative things about my pregnancy because I feel like I'm lucky that I can get pregnant. I'm lucky that I am having this baby. Especially after having a miscarriage, you realize how much more important it is to you and, like, how lucky you are to have a second chance. And I don't feel the need to complain about every little thing. If I'm having a really crappy week and I just am done with being pregnant, I don't post anything. Or I find the one good thing that has happened and I try and look at the bright side. I've been accused of bragging and making other pregnant women feel bad about themselves because I say that my hair is a lot better during pregnancy. Like, I haven't been straightening it or anything, so it kind of looks like crap, but it is really healthy, and it's just one of those things that I really enjoy about being pregnant. And my weight gain, I posted something the other day saying that I was wearing pants that were too small for me in high school. Obviously, I'm bigger than I was then, like in my belly and stuff, but I was just really surprised that I fit in them, and I got accused of bragging about being skinny when I'm pregnant. And I usually always post, like, my updates when I go to the doctor. I post, like, oh, I gained this much weight or I lost this much weight and my total weight gain is this. And people think that since I haven't gained a lot of weight that I'm bragging about how I'm not huge. But I said even if I did gain, like, if I gained 100 pounds right now, I would still be posting how much weight I gained. I'm proud of this baby and I am excited about being pregnant, and I just want to look at the bright side of everything instead of having everyone bring me down and just bringing myself down more. Because yeah, there's gonna be days that you just don't want to be pregnant anymore. There's gonna be days where you just feel like crap. But if you look at the bright side and you look towards, like, what it's gonna be worth in the long run, does it really matter that, like, for 40 weeks that you aren't yourself, kind of thing? Does it really matter that at the end of it you might never have your body back? Yeah, you won't have your body back, but you're gonna have this child that you're gonna love for the rest of your life, and they're gonna love you, and that should be what matters. Not weight, not your body, like shape or size or how you look. And so I don't feel like I'm bragging about when I talk about how much weight I have or haven't gained. I feel like I would be doing the same thing no matter how much weight I gained. And I don't know, like, I don't really know what else to say about it, because that's just how I feel. And people can hate on this video. If you don't feel the same, you don't have to feel the same. But this is coming from my personal opinion, and I know a lot of other people who feel the same way. I know a lot of other people who have never been pregnant that feel the same way and then completely change their mind once they get pregnant too, but I don't know. If there's things that people do that really annoy you during their pregnancy or that they complain about and stuff like that, like, leave it in the comments, and I'd love to hear it. That's all I can really think of for today, but I guess that's probably a good thing because this video is really long. But I might make another video. I kind of have a lot of opinions about a lot of topics, so rant videos sometimes help get that out. I guess that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys soon for my next pregnancy update. Talk to you later. Bye.